Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the Federation side of the Deserted City 0080 themed situation battle. I am in the mass production Guncannon, and I'm with Maelstrom and Demolition Hound and Spidey Wing. Demo and Maelstrom are in the Gym Commands. One, I believe, has a Hyper Bazooka, one has the same 90mm machine gun I'm using. Spidey's in the Gundam Alex, which I'm not sure he'd ever played before this, because, Gatlings he does like, but charging beam rifles are, they're my area of expertise. So, and the last member of the team is a Gym Sniper 2 also with the Bullpup machine gun. And yeah, the fact that two of the things with bullpups are supports helps a lot, because you can crisp things relatively quickly if you focus your fire. I mean, it's been the same story with the Federation, like all the way through the situation battles they've released so far. I feel like the Federation, if they can stick together and focus fire, has a much easier time. And it's better if the Zeon suits don't go, full lone wolf, but there's things that can break away, like the Camphor, and to a certain extent the Gelgo Jaeger, without dooming the entire team, as long as they don't just rush into the enemy formation face first, which I have done. But I mean, in certain bad situations, I've done that in a Guncannon, so don't know what to tell you there, except I make bad decisions frequently. It's something I've discovered. I know I've mentioned it before, but since every so often I still get, Rob, why did you do that? Questions, valid ones, entirely valid ones. It's still so much easier to see the best course of action when you're not the one with the controller. It really just is as simple as that sometimes. Okay, got the pilot trying to take F. And something's moving up on me that I can do extra damage to. I couldn't quite get there fast enough to boot it off the edge, so the Campher's going to get me. Yeah, Camphor, of course, is, I think, at least 100, maybe 150 points higher than my MP Guncannon. So yeah, it's got an edge. But Camphor, of course, in patches sometime this year got EX boost, so that is a good thing to have in case you need a pocket dodge or tackle. That is not a bad thing to have. But yeah, I'm really enjoying having situation battles back, just because, a lot of the things that I was mentioning in what I'm pretty sure was yesterday's video, depending on how I decide to shuffle things, about how in GBO1 there were people who would who would kick you, or who would not ready up if they didn't like your choice of weapons, and situation battle, fixed that. And now that type advantage is, I think, even more focused a mechanic, and more like influential mechanic in this one than it probably was in GBO1. It can be the same thing here with team comps. So, if everything everybody's running is a mystery that was already decided for us, that eliminates that too. Just, there are stresses that this game introduces, and just having an opportunity to play without them is always nice. And yeah, I don't have any particular advice or opinions about how these are set up. Just the like I said, just generally the Federation seems to do better by sticking together, and Zeon frequently has a little bit more flexibility in its formation, though, if that Camphor had some more helpers close by, they might not be totally dead now. But yeah, right now kind of a one-sided dealie, but I believe the other team does bring it back by a fair amount. I hope so, because I don't think I've run an MP Guncannon round in a good while, so I just wanted to use this one. I think it may be the only the only Federation round I saved besides an okayish one with the Machine Gun Jim Sniper 2 as well. But yeah, like I said, got a couple of good really good, in fact, Gelga Jaeger rounds. But I've run Jaeger recently, so I don't. I want to leave that off for a while. It's interesting though. I have been meaning to tell Always Sonic this, but a lot of times when I run newer suits, the videos, since fewer people have seen them, the videos tend to do a little bit better than the ones of the older suits. But the week it was released, Sonic's standard Zaku 2 round was in my top 5, so it was it definitely did better than your average, older mobile suit video does. So that was nice to see, because I like the older suits too. I know I've run some of them to death because there's some things I really enjoy, like the early production Gelgoog, like the Jaeger, and I'm trying to provide a little bit more variety here. And I am so glad that my shots arced above Spidey's head. I was afraid they would not. To be honest, I've never quite gotten the hang with cannon suits of how positioning the reticle changes how it arcs. I'm not good at that. I know there are ways to do it, but I do not know exactly what they are, or, how to get the specific, arc you want. If anybody has ideas about how to make that happen, how to adjust your aim better for that, please leave it in the comments, because it's something I've always wondered about. And just sometimes the shots just don't go where you want to put them, and you end up smacking an ally in the face, which is not the goal. So Camphor is down, and yeah, we're still ahead by about what, the 2,500? No, 3,500 points. But I was so hoping to be able to tackle that, but yep, everybody but Maelstrom is dead. Maelstrom, I think, is wisely pulling back so he doesn't throw his points after my points. But yeah, I got too far ahead and got myself surrounded. Well, I was saying yesterday, either earlier this video or in yesterday's, that yeah, sometimes I've gotten, too far out in front in a gun cannon, and well, there you go. See, 20-some seconds left. We basically got this, unless they wipe us all, which they're not going to do, because for one, I was so hoping to boot the Camphor, but I overshot. I forgot. Standard Guncannon MPT, no balancers. Or Guncannon MPT, no balancers. Standard Guncannon has balancers. So if you want to, accomplish a boot to the head, you can't boost if you're in that tight a situation. Just because, yeah, the balancers obviously help, and I don't have them. But let's see, our machine gun equipped Sniper 2 really tore up. Demo got top diversions and top assist. I went 5-3 with 65k damage. That'll do for today. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. It'd be nice if they put out a Guncannon MPT in G-frame, just so I had one in more or less MS and action scale. Sadly, yeah, they never did one in MSIA itself. Matter of fact, the only things I believe they did from 0080 in the original MS in Action line were the Alex and Camphor, and they were very early figures, so the Camphor in particular has really limited articulation. It's really kind of a shame. Like, two of the coolest suits in the shows that went on Toonami, the Goof Custom and the Camphor, both have extremely limited articulation for what MS in Action was capable of at the time they came out. It really is a tragedy. Worse yet, the G-frame Goof Custom now costs a fortune.